Hello guys, this is a very different video today. Today we are on the hunt. We're on the hunt. I'm already getting nervous at this point for the PlayStation 5. Yes, so what am I doing? Backstory, first and foremost. Can you notice I'm a bit nervous? I have been a PlayStation user for like the beginning of my gaming career, if you want to call it that. Like I started with the PlayStation 2. I mean, that was the first console I ever got. I'm not sure if it was the first I used. Maybe the NES actually was the first console I ever used. Because back when I was a child, our hair salon had like an NES and you could play Super Mario Brothers on it, and I always did that. But I don't know if I got the PlayStation 2 first or if I played on the NES. But anyway, the first console I ever had was the PlayStation 2. Loved it, still love it to today. It still works, yes, still works to this day perfectly. I remember, it's kind of funny. You might ask which game was the game that made me upgrade to the PS3. It's kind of funny in a way, because the game that made me upgrade to the PS3 is something that probably no one has on its radar anymore, and that's Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, the game to the movie. But this movie made me into such a big Transformers fan. I loved the concept, I was completely in it, it was the perfect time for me. And even though back then I already thought, oh, that movie wasn't that good, to be honest, I was getting so much into Transformers, and when then this game came out, I remember like buying the PlayStation 2 version and playing it and thinking it isn't that good actually. Really, let's be honest, like Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, the PlayStation 2 game, if you played it, if you compare it to the PlayStation 3 game, I mean, you immediately noticed they were like, yeah, let's make a PlayStation 2 version and then let's make the PS3 version. And I looked at the PS3 game, I was like, oh my god, there's multiplayer and free roaming and you can destroy buildings. I loved doing that back then with Transformers. And so much more gameplay, it looks so nice, and I just had to get it. And that was why I actually wanted my PS3. My parents actually bought it for me, and then they saw like Batman Arkham Asylum and they were like, it's Batman, I mean David likes Batman, and I had no idea about this game. They bought it and I loved this game. I mean, the Arkham series, I have every part of it here. I love it. It's one of my favorite game series of all time, trilogies. No, it's actually not. Yeah, well, the official titles are trilogies. Soon there will be another part, but still, it's one of my favorite gaming series. And I remember like zooming in Batman Arkham's Asylum on the PS3 and being like, what the graphics! Like I got a HD TV also with my PS3 because I mean, if you want to play PS3, HD TV would make sense. That's why I got it, and I remember zooming into the TV like, what the graphics, oh my god, it's so sharp. I remember with the PS4, I was a bit hesitant because like that was the PlayStation where Sony decided to say, oh, well, now you also pay for online, and that was a big reason why I didn't get the Xbox, because I didn't want to pay for online. So I didn't like that. I remember I didn't like it to such a degree that I said, no, I'm not going to buy the console. And that held for 1 year. And like in 2014, I don't know why, but for some reason I gave in. And I got it in the summer of 2014. Yeah, the PS4 has been working perfectly since, had awesome experiences with it. I remember like the PlayStation 4 is the console I got really into Dark Souls. I played Dark Souls 3 over and over. So, long story short, I'm a very passionate PlayStation gamer. I've been playing it forever. I'm loyal to Sony, never had bad experiences. So, why not? So, what am I gonna do now? Well, you can't see it maybe, but I have 2 pages open, because nowadays, because of the crisis we're right now in, Sony didn't have enough time to make enough samples of the PlayStation 5 or products. So, the supply is even more limited than normally, and they also, because of the situation right now, aren't releasing any consoles in store physically, so you can only buy them online. And I remember when the consoles were announced, Sony said, well, yeah, and on the next day you'll be able to pre-order the PlayStation, and exactly on that day we will open the gates and you can pre-order them. And I thought, okay, fine. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, yeah, I want it. And at like, I don't know, 10 a.m, so not that late, I called up my store, my local store, because I wanted to support them, and said, yeah, I want to order that. And the guy was like, dude, it's sold out worldwide. I was like, what? And it turns out Sony opened the gates for pre-order online at 3 a.m. in our time, like 3 a.m. Like who expects it to be at 3 a.m.? Yeah, so then everything was sold out until now, and I heard like the end of the October there was like a little drop, like not in every store and also not on Amazon, like a drop of a bit of supply that was gone in an instant. And now Sony learned out of it, and they said, okay, we won't have any physical PlayStations for you to buy in the stores, but today at 1 p.m. our time, we'll be having a very limited, but still we will have new stock for Amazon. And Amazon also sent out emails to Amazon UK and Amazon Italy saying, okay guys, at 1 p.m. we will have more stock. So if you want to get your PlayStation, you have to be there at 1 p.m. So that's what I'm doing right now. So I made a mistake and I'm sorry about that. I know right now you're hearing not the live audio, as you can tell probably. Yes, this is made after the fact. The problem is I forgot to add the microphone source when I was hastily putting together a picture for you in OBS, because I had the idea, why not just capture the screen? It's easier for you to see it, and as you can see, you can see more than just my back, because where I filmed with my iPhone before, you could only see my back. So that was done in a very hastily manner, and that's why this mistake happened. That's not a big deal. We're gonna cut forward anyway. So as you can see right now, this was my setup. So I had the German Amazon side open on the left, and I had the UK Amazon side open on the right. And as you can see, it's now shortly after 13 p.m. So this is when the drop should have happened, supposedly. But as you can see, nothing really happened. The site started to glitch out a bit, and as you can see a couple of times, it started to actually crash as well. And at that point I was getting a bit there you go, there's a little crash. And at that point I got a bit nervous, because the thing is, with every minute that was passing by, I thought, oh no, I am not getting it, or something's going wrong, or maybe there is a bug and I can't see that there are PlayStations available, you know, because I misread the initial Amazon email, and I realized that afterwards while doing this, because this recording originally, by the way, is over 1 hour long, so in total I pressed F5 probably for around almost 1 hour and 45 minutes. So it's kind of crazy. What, you know, doing all of this just for a console. But hey, you know, not everything in life has to make sense, and not everything needs to be clever. Or all right. So as you can see right now, site is reloading. Sometimes it's crashing because, oh yeah, there you go. There's a bug. Because so many people were accessing the site at 1 p.m. thinking it would be there instantly at 1 p.m. like me, but I misread the initial email. And essentially the email said from Amazon just said, you know, we're gonna give it to you. You're gonna give you the supply drop of PlayStations, the last one probably for this year. We're gonna give you that after 1 p.m. And I misread that. It said after or after 1 p.m., which meant it said after 1 p.m. and that means somewhere after 1 p.m. not very exactly after 1 p.m. like 1 minute after p.m. No, we're a quarter past 1 p.m. It just was after p.m. And Sony, of course, and probably Amazon as well, did this because they wanted to stop the scalpers from going and picking up 20 PlayStations instantly, or from the bots just hitting and buying 100 PlayStations so that they can sell them for crazy prices then afterwards. I mean, this has gotten a really big problem actually, because a friend of mine told me he watched a YouTuber who is a big YouTuber and a game journalist, and he until now couldn't get his hands on the PlayStation 5. And if you are into this matter a bit, you'll know getting a PS5 this year is crazy hard. I mean, I don't know how it is with the Xbox, but I see that the Xbox also sold out worldwide right now, so I have no idea. But the PS5, it's so crazy hard to get. Like, you'll notice, I will tell you afterwards, but it's just so crazy. I mean, just all this thing, think about this, and this never happened before. With the PS3 never happened, the PS2, I mean, because people back then in 2001 surely went on Amazon to buy their PlayStations. But you know what I mean? This never happened. Like with the PS4, the most recent example before the PS5, you could literally at launch day walk into the store if you had pre-ordered one, like it's some days after the announcement, and there was no big problem at all. You could just get it. But with the PS5, it's like you were 15 minutes too late after pre-order, shame on you, or you're 2 hours too late, shame on you. Like if you didn't instantly pre-order it as soon as the gates opened, you were like really out of luck. And I can tell you with this supply drop, because spoiler alert, after a while, meaning after 1 hour and 15 minutes of delay, the PlayStation drop happened. It happened. Amazon, it wasn't fake, because you know you can see me now actually googling, because I was at this point, it's almost 1:15, and I was like, this can't be. I mean, why is there a delay again? I misread the email. And I started also to think, is it fake? You know, was that a fake announcement? Maybe Amazon didn't announce this and it's just a fake, because it's really weird. Because some people, because with Amazon, you can see it up there on the top right actually, you can sign up for alerts, so Amazon will immediately notice you if there are new supply, if there's more supply available for the thing that you want, and which is right now out of stock. And the thing is, like, Amazon sent emails not to everyone. So some people in the UK got that email and some didn't. And then some started to speculate this email might be fake. And for example, the German Amazon didn't get an email at all. And that is, by the way, why I had the UK Amazon on hold on the right. Because I was just thinking, what if it just drops on the UK side? Because it wouldn't matter to me if I would have to pay like I mean, I'm spending $500 on a console, so if I pay $5 more for the shipping, I mean, that doesn't matter at this point. So that surely isn't what breaks with me. So that's why I also had the UK side open, just to be sure. And as you can see, I was just scrolling on the other side, maybe just finding. And at that point, I was like favoring the UK side. For some reason, I thought maybe it's just not gonna drop in Germany. Which it did then, it did, and thankful, which is very good. I got it from the German side, which is of course the preferred way, because it's just, I don't have to pay shipping, and it's way nicer that way for me. And there you go. By the way, this is the email that was going around, the official one. I can say now it wasn't the fake from Amazon, which weirdly some got and some didn't. And yeah, I was just a bit more anxious, thankfully, than I had to be, because you actually had a little time frame, a little more than I expected. You had around, and that's true, around 15 minutes. And I'm going to show you this. We're going to cut now. So now you might be saying, David, what's going on? I mean, there's no Amazon site open. Did you give up? I did. I actually did, kinda. Because at like 10 before 2 p.m., I was like, I have to do my university stuff, because I had a presentation on the same day. And my seminar was starting at 2:15. And I was like, maybe I should look through my presentation. That's what you're seeing there, by the way. And there were, the other pages, some sounds that pigs make, because my biology seminar was about differentiating sounds that pigs make and what they mean. And I was trying to design a lesson around that. So that's what I was doing at that point. And I just was like, once at a time. And so I wasn't fully giving up, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to check in every minute or two. I couldn't get my mind off it anyway. I was in this weird, as you can see, I was in this weird focus state where I was like a bit annoyed, but then again hopeful, and I didn't know what to expect. No one really knew what to expect. Like the Amazon support chimed in and said, yeah, it's gonna drop, it's gonna happen, it's not fake, but you didn't know when. Again, they were trying to avoid scalpers. And like at 2 p.m., 16 past 2 p.m., you see, I'm checking like the thing, even my Skype call from a university is up, and then I go here on Amazon, you see it says not here, and then I see, wait, it's there, and look at my facial expression, I'm freezing up, I'm looking, it says there is one for the exact price that it should be, like $499, and I'm frantically like getting very, I can see how anxious I'm getting. I'm like, what is it? Where is it? I can't find it. I don't know. There was some bug. Probably it was already bought instantly. I was like, where is it? Where is it? You know, I'm searching frantically. And then I refreshed again. And then or I clicked again. I don't remember exactly, but you see here, then I get very, very anxious. And I'm like, okay, click again. And then suddenly it's like, no, it isn't here anymore. At that point, I was like, oh no. Then I refreshed again, and there you go, the magic moment. It says it's there, it's being sold on Amazon. Weirdly, it costs $18 more, or not fully. But then I'm like, you can see my face, my eyes wide. I'm like, yes, add to cart, add to cart. I have it in there, and I click it. I'm getting very frantic because like, come on, do it, because I was scared that it was getting sold out before I could buy it. And then I realized, oh no, there's a bug. It isn't showing up suddenly at my in my cart, and I'm adding it again. I'm getting very frantic. And I'm like, yeah, do it. I'm going, okay, go to cart. I see, okay, and then I see what's the problem. I click add to cart again. I go to checkout again. I'm very frantic. I look, okay, look, okay, yeah, it's in there. I click buy, and look at my expression as I realize I actually got it. Party. I couldn't believe it. As you can tell. Yeah, that was my reaction when I realized I got the PlayStation 5. So yeah, guys, this is the video. This is the first ever hunt for a product that I've ever done, and I was successful. And it was probably one of the hardest hunts I ever did. I never had a product like that where you had to be so on time and so perfectly timed that you can get it. And I got one, and I'm really happy about it. So yeah, guys, there will be a review, of course, of the PlayStation 5 on my channel as soon as I get it. And yeah, I'm really happy that I can get it. And yeah, the first ever hunt, successful. We did it. And I mean, it's crazy how rare this PlayStation is this year. But I mean, judging by everything that's happening this year, I mean, it's understandable, but it's crazy how on time you have to be to get this. So how rare they actually are, and how little the supply actually is from Sony. So yeah, guys, that is this video. Did you enjoy it? Have you actually also wanted to pick up a PlayStation 5? Did you get it? Will you get it? Is it on order? Or did you pre-order and you'll get it? Because I heard even some people who pre-ordered it day one haven't yet fully received it, because there's some delays with shipping and everything. This year is a bit different in all of that regard. But if you got it, good for you. If not, hey, don't freak out. But do me a favor, do everyone a favor. These scalpers that buy 50 of those PlayStations and ruin our chances to get one. Those people that put it on eBay. I mean, even while I was looking and searching and refreshing the page, there was one scalper putting like at 1:45 p.m. He put up a PlayStation for $1,000. And you know what? It sold in 2 minutes. So if you haven't gotten as lucky as me and didn't get a PlayStation 5 now, or won't get one this year, don't help and buy from the scalpers. Don't do it, because the more we buy from them, the more they'll persist, the more they ruin launches like this, the more Sony has to be vague with all their release dates. So yeah, guys, that is this video. I hope you enjoyed it. What is your opinion on the PlayStation 5? Are you an Xbox fan? Do you want to buy the Xbox Series X? Why? Or do you want to get the PlayStation 5? Why? And just tell me your thoughts on the new 9th gen consoles down in the comments below. Let's discuss a bit. So yeah, guys, that is this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Can't even talk today anymore. See you in the next video. Bye.